The next question, the member for Beaches East York.
This week we found out once again how short-sighted this government is. They are putting rural communities at risk by proposing to eliminate free well water testing in Ontario and close more than half of Ontario's public health labs. You do not cut corners on water quality. It is a human right, and it is our job as leaders to protect Ontarians. Hello, Walkerton. Do we need a trip down memory lane? We should all remember the horrible tragedy that sickened over 2,000 people and killed 7 because of neglect. Surely the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Affairs, who represents the beautiful town, would be fighting for the health and safety of her community and against this negligent proposal. The government is willing to risk the lives of Ontarians to save a buck. Newsflash to the penny pinchers out there. Walkerton costs priceless, precious lives and $155 million. My question to the Premier, do you understand the importance of providing safe, clean, accessible water to the people of Ontario?
The Deputy Premier and Minister of Health.
Thank you, Speaker. Let me be as clear as I can possibly be. There is no one in the province of Ontario or in this legislature that believes that putting well water testing at risk is on the table. I want to be very clear on that matter. Of course, the Ministry of Health funds Public Health Ontario to provide testing services for individuals who rely on private drinking water systems to serve households. We all know that. The Ministry has not made any decisions about changes to the provincial well water testing program, including which laboratories conduct testing of water samples. But I want to be very clear. There has been no changes. People who want to get their well water tested, and there are thousands across rural Ontario, including in my own riding, take those tests to their public health unit. They get tested. They get those results. That continues.
Hear, hear. Supplementary question.
Well, you can imagine that we don't have a lot of faith in this government, and your words don't match your actions. So we want to be proactive. Anyone here remember the name Roland Caldwell-Harris, the supremely clever Public Works Commissioner at the City of Toronto from 1912 to 1945? That genius had incredible foresight.
Order.
The initial design for the iconic R.C. Harris water filtration plant down in the beach was only half of its current length, but he made sure the whole operation was scalable because he knew in a growing city's consumption of water would invariably increase. I urge this government to look ahead. Think of the 3 million Ontarians who rely on well water. There should be no financial barrier to clean and safe water, especially in an affordability crisis. This Premier has no problem spending millions on doubling the size of his office, but cannot spend the money on clean water. My question to the Premier, how do you justify raising your office budget to $6.9 million while cutting essential public health services like free well water testing?
To caution the member on her choice of language and words. To reply, the Minister of Infrastructure.
Mr. Speaker, let's talk about action. Included in the budget, recently announced $1.8 billion for infrastructure across the province, $825 million of which will go to water infrastructure projects across the province of Ontario to help enable housing development, because we are in a housing crisis, but of course for health and safety purposes as well. So if you want to talk action, why don't you preach what's in the budget? Thank you.